Hello, I'm Lori Raggio, the CEO and founder of Inspire Greatness Coaching, and you are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Amber Dancy, CEO of Practical Rebel, and you are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Robin Mayberry. I'm the CEO of Robin Mayberry Creates, and you are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Robin Clare, and I'm the Executive Director of the Seniors Job Bank, and you are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Megan Selke, and I'm the CEO of Next Step Education, and you are tuned into the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, my name is Shannon Malka-Daniels, founder of Speak Success, Public Speaking, Communication, and Confidence Coaching, and you're tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Marianne Pack, CEO of Envision Greatness Press, and you are listening to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us with the Grow Your Business Smarter, Live Your Optimal Life TV show. Hi, I'm Dr. Davia Shepherd. I host a women's group called Ladies Power Lunch. Oh my goodness, did I forget the name of my Ladies Power Lunch group? I would never, ever, ever do that. I host a women's group called Ladies Power Lunch, and it's an amazing place for women in business who really believe in this idea that when we support each other, everybody wins. And we're all here, growing our businesses, and there might be something that you are struggling with in your business. I guarantee there is somebody in our group who's already been there, done that, and who has bought that t-shirt. And she is willing, she's actually not just willing, but excited to share her tips and tricks and talents with you. And the hope is that you too will be able to share your gifts and talents with our group. So if you're not already a member of Ladies Power Lunch, how dare you not be a member? And B, come on in. We welcome you. We're looking forward to you being a part of our amazing community. Anyway, on with the show. Today, we have an amazing topic, a topic that I am so excited about. I'll tell you my backstory about it because I love to overshare and share all my stories. But today, we're talking about how sometimes you might be up against a wall in your business. It might feel like something's stuck or things just aren't moving forward. And there's an opportunity that's presented by that situation to go within and do some inner work on a retreat in a beautiful environment to really release what might be the holdup so that we can go forth and live our brilliant lives and shine in our brilliant businesses. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, we have some amazing guests with us, and I would love for you to meet Gail and Jennifer, who are here with us right now. And I'm not sure if we'll have other guests joining as we continue this conversation, but it's going to be great. So I invite you to just tuck in, tune in, and join the fun. So Gail, you want to start us off? You want to introduce yourself to everybody, let everybody know who you are, and tell us a little bit about the amazing stuff that you do in the world.
Thank you, Dr. Davia. It's always a pleasure to be on. Hi, Jennifer, and hi, everybody out there. I'm a transformational life coach. I'm a seminar leader, a retreat leader. I have my MSW and studied psychoneuroimmunology, and I'm a master in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. And I do one-on-one sessions as well as group work. And my passion is making a difference in people's lives so that they can live as optimally as they choose. That's really who I am. And I'm very blessed to be here with all of you.
Unmuting. Wonderful. So that's great, Gail. Thanks so much for joining us today. A lot of you might have had the opportunity to see Gail joining us on quite a few of our recent episodes because we have been partnering to bring the next Ladies Power Lunch retreat. So Jen, folks might not know you as well as they have come to know Gail. And I'd love it if you would share with everybody who you are and what you do, because this is going to set the stage for the conversation that we're about to have.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry if you hear a train passing behind me, but there's some background noise. So I am Jennifer Olivares. I am typically in the background of a lot of these containers, and I have the privilege of being a wellness travel specialist with retreat design as my focus, primarily in Jamaica and in the Caribbean, right? So I have been helping these two wonderful powerhouses put together the on-sea. I'm so excited about it, you guys. It's amazing. I have no words. And the retreat experience, the first moment I met Gail on a live just like this, I was like, yes, she gets to be center stage on a ship, really just helping people guide. And, Davia, you're just bow to you in the retreat space. So, that's my specialty. And why I'm here with you guys is I am in the background creating the space for you all to transform.
So we've had conversation in the past about how Gail and I met at one of the Ladies Power Lunch summits, and she was really blown away by the work that we do to bring women in business together. And so she decided she wanted to be part of what we're offering. And with her background in especially my favorite thing, neurolinguistic programming, because I'm a little bit of a science geek, science nerd at heart. And so anything that has to do with neurology, neuroimmunology, all this fun stuff really, really floats my boat. I don't expect all of you to tune into that, but that's one of the things about the long list of credentials that Gail has that was really interesting to me when we decided to partner to host retreats. One of our other partners who will not be joining us on this particular call today, but who is absolutely here with us in spirit, is Shannon Daniels. And a lot of you know Shannon because she talks a lot with us about things like in Captive. She talks to us about things like speaking to grow our business. And of course, many of you know that she wrote this book called Water Yourself, which is all about taking care of yourself so that your business can grow and thrive. So we're really, really excited to have such solid partners to bring you the best possible retreat. And Nadine is here with us on the call. If you can tune in and share with everybody, Nadine, who you are, and just tell everybody a little bit about what it is that you are doing out in the world.
Yeah, definitely. Hello, everyone. I am Nadine Mullings with Nadine Mullings Marketing Agency, and I help women who are in business that have service-based businesses, so coaches, consultants, who may be struggling with how to market and promote their business, their book, or their brand. And I help them to really get strategic when it comes to marketing. A lot of times we're practicing random acts of marketing, without a plan, without a strategy. So I teach my clients how to be strategic, specific, and most importantly, I feel being spirit-led when it comes to marketing and promoting your book, your business, or your brand. So that's the work that I do in the marketplace.
I love that. Thank you so much, Nadine. So, folks, we're bringing an amazing retreat to the world. It's coming up on, does anybody here on the call know the date of our next retreat?
You think May 27th?
What could it be? It's happening soon, folks. So I'm gonna put, oh, there you go. Wonderful, Gail. Gail's ready to go. If it was up to Gail, we would be on retreat today. So I'm going to timestamp this particular episode because I want you to understand a few of the things that we're going to talk about in a little while. We are at April 30th. So that means that in exactly 4 weeks from now, we will actually be cruising away to the Bahamas to have our amazing Ladies Power Lunch Live Your Optimal Life retreat. And I want to talk a little bit about retreat because I think sometimes when folks think about retreat, they think, oh, it's a great opportunity to go on a nice vacation, but or it's a nice opportunity to go to a great destination, or it's a great opportunity to rest and relax a little bit, or it's a great opportunity to have a transformational experience. And we've decided that we bring all of those things together in our retreats. But Gail, what are you most looking forward to on the upcoming Live Your Optimal Life retreat?
Well, I'm looking forward to connecting with these fabulous, amazing souls that have chosen to, on all different levels, grow and take better care of themselves and find joy inside and outside and more balance. I'm looking forward to working with them in our workshops, in our sessions, and I'm looking forward to having fun with them and exploring every aspect of that magnificent boat and the spa. And then our destination. So I'm just looking forward to the connections, the heart connections, because that's really important to me, as well as for me to have some downtime and relax and go and enjoy some of everything we're offering. This is a wonderful new experience for me too. So I'm looking forward to the adventure.
Adventure. I love that word. And we're doing this together. What's one of the things about this retreat that you particularly like?
Well, I like working with you, Davia. That's a big one. No,
Yes, I mean it. I like working with you too, Gail.
I mean
but
it.
Jen, I was hoping
Yeah.
I was hoping we could also get some shares from Jen and Nadine
Sure.
to just give us a little background about what they think is the best piece of this upcoming retreat. So Jen, you want to share?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I could go off about the logistical sides of things, right? The amazing cruise, the spa, the da 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 da. But really, what I see is the possibilities for these ladies. You know, you guys have been inviting me to the meetings, and I've been watching and seeing the collaborative energies that are coming forth with women that are, you know, we're givers, we're burnt out. We really just don't even know how to step back and take and receive, right? And so creating this space of self-care and self-love and helping women realign to like what's important, which is ourselves, right? First and foremost. I mean, those are the things, like I said, the logistics aside, I could go off about, you know, beautiful dinners at Blue or, you know, the exclusive wellness thing. And I could sound, you know, do all those things. But I think at the core of it, the true beauty is going to lie in, can't wait to see these ladies at the post like meeting that we do when they've come back from this experience. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to, the full journey for them.
Yeah, and that's the whole purpose, right? But it's going to be so much fun and it's going to be relaxing and it's going to be transformational and it's going to have all of these adventure pieces that will be outstanding, and it's going to be a great opportunity for folks to make good connections and just make some amazing friendships that last a lifetime. I know this for a fact because I met Jen and Nadine on retreat. So Nadine, what's the number one thing you like about this upcoming retreat?
Yeah, I think the retreats are always an awesome opportunity to connect. As we've mentioned before, it's an opportunity to make lifelong connections, soul connections. As Davia just mentioned, Davia and Jennifer I met on retreat. So it's obvious that we have definitely a long-term connection from that retreat. So I think the first thing I always think about when it comes to retreats is connection. I think the second thing I always think about is content. And that's why I'm really looking forward to this upcoming retreat and what the ladies are going to experience in this retreat, because the content that has been carefully curated by Gail and Dr. Davia is going to be amazing and transformational. So I think it's so important to be on the right type of retreat that offers you the content that allows you to transform. So it's not just about spewing information to you, but giving you the space to really take that content in, to actually integrate that content. So I think content is super important when it comes to retreats. So in addition to connection and content, you guys know I love alliteration. So the next one is going to be community, right? So it offers you an opportunity to be in community with like-minded individuals. And I think that's so important to your growth in general, is being in community with like-minded individuals. So the retreat is offering you an opportunity to really be in a community with amazing women doing amazing things in the world. So I think that's the other thing that I'm looking forward to this retreat. So connection, community, and content would be the three things. And I feel like retreats in general give you an opportunity to step away from the usual place that you're in, step away from the usual pace. So you step away from the place and pace, and that gives you a different perspective. Right. So that really is what retreats have for you to do, what this upcoming retreat is going to allow the ladies to experience.
I love that. You could all tell that Nadine is amazing when it comes to this whole marketing thing, because now we have it stuck in our head, all the things she said, because there were alliterations everywhere. I just want to put a hat on that hat of how I met Nadine and Jen. I was at a place in my business where I had started doing retreats, but I felt like I was not where I needed to be as far as retreat hosting goes. And so I went to a retreat with the intention of definitely doing some inner work and also learning some things about being a better retreat leader. And it was in a beautiful location. So the place was outstanding. The content was phenomenal. The location was beautiful. So it put us in really different mind space than we would have been on our regular day-to-day being in the office, trying to be a problem solver rather than a solution presenter. And so it was really lovely. And then that connection with like-minded women, because Jen, a retreat leader, was there, and Nadine, a retreat leader, was there, and we really formed this great friendship that was, folks, that's 6 years ago. Do you realize that? It's been a while. So I really believe that when women in business get together on a retreat, amazing things happen. And I'm really excited to be partnering with Gail and Jen and Nadine, and of course, Shannon, who's not on the call with us today, to bring you the retreats that we have coming up. Now, our spring retreat, which is going to be in 4 weeks, we're hosting it on celebrity reflection. It is a cruise. It is happening on a cruise ship. And I'm just curious, Gail, Jen, Nadine, when we talk about hosting a retreat, what are some of the locations that pop into mind for you as like I know for me, back in the day before I started doing cruise retreats, I would always think Costa Rica. Like if okay, you're going on a destination retreat, it's got to be Costa Rica. What comes to mind for you, Gail?
Tropical. Someplace definitely different from where we're living. And I've done destination retreats, but more in the United States, all over the United States for the last 30 years. But definitely upcoming retreats in Mexico and all sorts of places that are a little different, that actually the atmosphere is chill and calm and beautiful. Because if you don't have that visual, it's very difficult to get a different perspective inside, because you don't want chaos, you don't want a lot of busy. But sometimes doing something like we're doing on the water, that's amazing, because something happens with spirit. And the spiritual side inside allows everything to flow literally as you're transforming. So I can't wait to experience that. That's going to be amazing. I live on a reservoir, so water is very important to me. And I know that when I just meditate and just relax, being near water or a beautiful environment creates a shift inside already, an opening that you didn't have before. Because you're, as Jen said, you're away from the chaos. You're away from, the everyday needs that everybody is not demanding, but it's obligations or responsibilities. And it's about responsibility to self, because we have one life to live. And this is important for us to take who we are and look at ourselves and fine tune it. It will make a huge difference.
Yeah. When you think of retreat locations, Jen and Nadine, traditionally, have you thought about retreats on a cruise?
Yeah, so I'm a retreat designer, a retreat dreamer, a retreat builder, right? This is what I do.
You eat, sleep, dream retreats. I sent you a meme the other day. Did you see it? Wake up, think about retreats.
Yeah.
At breakfast, think about retreats.
Right. Retreats, then retreats. I go on vacation, I think about retreats. It's not really, I can't get away from it. And I will probably surprise a lot of you, being that, I'm the Jamaica specialist, tropical Caribbean specialist. Do you know what's exciting me the most that we've been talking about? Alaska. I think what an amazing way to experience Alaska would be to be on a retreat cruise. And so, that may shock a lot of people, because I am a tropical girl at heart. But I think it's much like Gail said, sometimes you want the opposite of what you always have, right? And so, I'm looking forward to exploring the Alaska route.
Yes. How about you, Nadine? Did you ever think retreats, cruise? How does that sit for you?
Yeah, to be honest, initially, no, I didn't think retreat and cruise. I thought about cruises for vacation, but not necessarily for retreats. But it makes so much sense to do cruises for a retreat, because the thing that makes a cruise different than just going to a destination or one place is the ability to see more than one country, the ability to experience more than one culture. So cruises really gives you an all-inclusive experience to experience more than one thing, right? And I think with retreats, that's kind of what you want people to experience. You want them to experience so many different things and open up their mind and perspective to different things. So it just makes sense to combine retreats and cruises to have that opportunity to experience several destinations and not just one destination. So I love the idea and the concept of cruise retreats. So now you've got me hooked on this cruise retreats to be. It's like, okay, when is the next one? Where are we going? And like you said, as far as location, I'm similar to Gail. I like tropical. So I'm thinking about tropical, she mentioned Mexico, the Caribbean. I love Jennifer's thought of Alaska, experiencing something different. And also mountains. Sometimes, people like to be in the mountains and experience that. But I have to say my heart is with Jamaica. So where Jennifer is at is where my heart is. So if a cruise is having a stop in Jamaica or if the retreat itself is in Jamaica, I just think there's something very special about that land, something very spiritual about that land, something really great about the people, the food, culture. I may be biased. I will say my background is Jamaican. My parents are Jamaican, so there might be a slight bias there. But as far as destinations and selecting a destination, I would pick Jamaica. That to me, I feel is an ultimate retreat destination. And I know Jennifer is the specialist when it comes to Jamaica. So if you are thinking about retreating in Jamaica, definitely connect with Jennifer. She'll hook you up with an amazing retreat in Jamaica.
It's an amazing upcoming Ladies Power Launch retreat, maybe. Who knows? So
lots in the works.
I might as well spill all our secrets now because it's gonna come to light anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share my screen. Let's see. Maybe if I share my screen this way, then folks can see exactly what it is that we're talking about when we talk about doing a retreat on a cruise. Because the truth is, you don't want to just hop on a party boat and do a retreat. Somehow there's going to be a dissonance there, and that's not going to be conducive to the sort of transformations that we're hoping to achieve as we sail away. But we've tried different lines for retreats, we've done different things, and we have really arrived upon doing our retreats in conjunction with celebrity and making all the accommodations spa level. So they're all in that aqua class where we have that specialty dining, which is all healthy food, because we're inviting people to take the opportunity to unplug and detox. And so there is that specialty restaurant that really is focused on healthy eating. There is the thermal suite, which is just a wonderful opportunity to take care of your body. You have all the spa amenities that are available. There's fitness, yoga, all the things that we love to incorporate into our retreat programming. And depending on, the different ships that we might end up on, there definitely are different opportunities. But for the most part, the amenities that we're looking for, we definitely find them with celebrity. So that's why we choose celebrity, and that's who we'll be sailing with for our spring retreat 2025. Live your optimal life aboard the Celebrity Reflection, and that's going to be sailing away on May 27th. We come back on May 31st, and we're heading to the Bahamas. But guess what, folks? That sailing is closed. So we've been talking a lot about how much this retreat is going to be excellent. And I'm so sorry, but you will not be able to be a part of this particular sailing. But don't worry, because the reason I invited you on to have a little chat with us today is to give you some information about what's coming up, what's coming next. And so we already have opened up registration for our Ladies Power Lunch Fall Summit, which is a similar itinerary. We're going to the Bahamas again, but we're going to a different port. So it's going to be a different experience. If there are folks who are with us on this sailing who want to come on the next sailing, there's a couple of people who are on this sailing with us who were with us on the last retreat that we did. Like, they just keep coming back because it's such an outstanding experience. So if you're interested in joining us for the fall retreat, which is going to be October 21st, then I invite you to go on over to our website at growsmarternotharder.com/retreat, and you can go ahead and sign up there or get more information. Or if you just want to chat about it, you're a little curious, you can send me a direct message on social media. I will say we're about 25% full on that sailing already. So there is a reason to kind of move quickly on that if you do have an interest. And also we are in that early bird phase of selling tickets for that. So there is special pricing for that as well. So in addition to the retreat that's coming in the fall, we're also planning for our spring 2025 and fall 2025. And Gail mentioned we're going to be going to Mexico in the spring. And as Jen mentioned, we're going to be going to Alaska in the fall. So this could be something that you really plan ahead for and really hop on board for, to twice a year, come with us for this Live Your Optimal Life Ladies Power Lunch retreat where you come and you refresh and you rejuvenate and you have some really fun times and you meet some really amazing people and you really get a chance to connect in a more meaningful and deeper way. And then when we come back, we hit the ground running, folks, and we grow our businesses in the way that we're supposed to so that we can serve the folks that are out there who need us the most. Who likes that idea? Only me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I figured it was just me. So we're 30 days out from retreat, and I thought it would be a good idea to share with everybody the my 30 tips. Well, not 30 tips. We're 30 days out, and I wanted to share with everybody my top 10 things to do 4 weeks before we head off on a retreat, especially a cruise retreat. And I'm wondering, Gail, Jen, Nadine, you can unmute and you can just weigh in. Let me know what you think about my tips, because my tips come from my experience with retreats and just the sort of things that show up. But I'm sure you might have additional tips that we can add. And also for those of us following along, either on Win Win Women TV, watching in YouTube, or following along in our Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group, feel free to drop a comment in the chat and just let us know if you have any tips that you think we should include. So number one, 30 days before you go on your retreat, folks, I'm going to recommend that you check your travel documents. I mean, Jen, we kind of need to make sure, like, if we're going outside of the country, what are some of the things that we need to make sure that we have?
Yeah, absolutely. You do want to look at your passport. Now, for this particular cruise, you can get away with just your photo ID and your original birth certificate because they're not doing such international waters. But in future ones, when we're going international, definitely passport is going to be checked. So you want to make sure that that's there.
So number two thing that I think you should really focus on right now is make sure if you have medication that you need to take with you, that you go ahead and make sure you have your refills, because you don't want to wait until, I don't know, a week before to try to call your doctor's office and then you can't get through to anybody and it's a really, really big hassle. It's a good idea to call in, let them know that you're traveling, explain what your situation is, and they'll make sure that you have your refills in time. Another thing that I particularly like, and I'd love your way in. You had a comment, Jen?
I do. For just in terms of like medicine and medication, this is a cruise ship. So if you feel like you're going to be sensitive to any kind of motion sickness, Google research, they have holistic versions, they have, over-the-counter versions. You can talk to your physician just to make sure that you also have that, as well as if you have any allergies or anything of that nature, make sure you have EpiPens available and everything that you would need to serve you on a ship if you did come across any kind of allergy. So thank you. Sorry.
Yes. No, that's a good point. And I want to say that, a lot of people may have had seasickness experiences on small boats like fishing boats or catamarans or charters or things like that. And they might expect that they're going to have the same experience on a cruise. The truth is, a cruise ship is built very differently from a regular sailing boat or another kind of boat, motorboat like that. And so you actually have less chance of being seasick on a cruise than on another type of seafaring vessel. However, the recommendation is that you start taking any over-the-counter meds that you have for seasickness before you get on board, and you just keep taking it as you go, and you should be perfectly fine. The number three thing, I'm only at number three, folks. The number three thing, and I'd love your way in, Gail, is we really, really are committed to folks having a transformational experience on this retreat. And so we do offer pre-retreat sessions leading up to the retreat. And can you just say a little bit about that, Gail, and why that's so important?
Well, I think it's important because it sets the stage. It sets the tempo of the direction of looking at your life differently, a different perspective, so that you can have a little more awareness, because awareness is almost always curative. So if you can have a little bit of an opening to what you're now looking at the minute that you sign up for a retreat like this, I always say it starts working, it's percolating, it's already in your mindset and it's already in your heart. And some awarenesses, small imperceptible awarenesses may start coming up for you. And I think it's a fabulous way of setting the stage for you to make a difference in your life instead of just going in blind. It's important for you to look inside to see what areas that you would like to fine tune. Just like with the television, dial, when we used to have television dials, the fine tuning things, it's important. It just is important to have that focus.
Yes, I love that. That's wonderful. And we've been having amazing sessions leading up to the retreat and just really heartfelt, really transformational moments that have shown up on that. So I see really great value to doing that. The next thing that I love to do is shop. And I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I actually went and did a recon on the ports that we're going to be sailing on. Isn't it great to be me and to do the job that I do? And that part of the job that I do is to go and scout this whole stuff ahead of you guys and then report back and say, yes, you know what, this is going to work well. I ordered new things for that particular sailing. They came while I was on the sailing, so I have no excuse this time around. But hey, if a retreat wardrobe refresh feels right for you, if it's going to be something that's going to feel great, then go ahead and do it. If it's something as simple as just going to TJ Maxx and saying, hey, what's new there? You do that. If you need to shop for new luggage, do that. But what I was really thinking when I listed number 4 item of things to do 4 weeks before you live your optimal life retreat is I was thinking more about things like going to Target or going to the dollar store, because what you want to get is you want to get things like packing cubes and your shrink bags and your small travel size cosmetic items and OTC and first aid necessities, things that you're going to want to pack into your suitcase. You want to start procuring those things now. So yes, definitely shop till you drop if that feels right. But I am thinking more along the lines of the little things that you don't want to forget. Now is a good time to get those. Thing 5, which folks who have probably not cruised before might be unfamiliar with, and so they might miss it, is you need to download your cruise's bag tag. And that's something that you don't want to leave till the last minute. You might run out of ink in your printer. I don't know, your life, but you definitely want to do that ahead of time. Another fun thing that folks who haven't cruised recently might not be familiar with is that most of the cruise companies now have really robust apps. And so you can actually go ahead and log into the cruise app and you can choose like what time you want to get on the boat. You can book dinners, you can book excursions, you can do all sorts of fun things that you can enjoy later on the trip. One of the reasons to look at your cruise app now is if you want an earlier boarding time, those will go fast. So you want to go in and get that done now. One of my favorites, number 7, is to go on YouTube and look at all the videos, look at a map of the ship's layout, look at what the room looks like, look at all the things so that when you get on that boat, it's almost like you're meeting an old friend. It's like, I've been here before, and it'll feel so much more fun to just get started. It's almost like you'll be already on your retreat vacation. So that's a great thing. Number 8, and this is, I think, one of the most important ones. You definitely want to, during this next 30 days, focus in on your health and wellness. Traveling can be really stressful on your body. Who's ever traveled and, they've gotten sick or something like that? Anybody? Yeah. No, just me. Okay. So it can be really stressful on your body. So on the weeks leading up to your retreat, I really suggest focus on your mental health, your self-care, your fitness, your wellness, your nutrition. Make sure you're hydrating. Make sure that you're sleeping. Make sure that these 30 days leading up to your retreat, that you're putting yourself first, that you're prioritizing yourself. And thing 9 leads a little bit into that. It's expect a little bit of disruption in your life right now, because I've always noticed that when I'm about to go to a retreat, whatever is the topic of the retreat that I'm going to, something shows up in my life just before I go that's really related to what I'm going to be going to the retreat about. Some people call it the breakdown before the through, call it what you will, but the most important thing is to just be aware that this is possible. I'm going to even go so far as to say likely to happen. And that's one of the reasons why we love having this container that we hold ahead of the retreat, where we meet every few weeks before the retreat. And we're also here for you to talk to us privately and to hold your concerns with love and kindness. So just be aware. And then start your packing list. And Jen has an amazing packing list, which she's going to share with us on another episode. But I want you to have so much fun with everything to do with this retreat. Pull out that suitcase. Start putting things in, like things you know you're going to need, but you're not going to have to use in the next 30 days. Like maybe, I don't know, your beach hat, your sunscreen, get stuff in that suitcase. I love your beach hat, Gail. It's beautiful. I think next week, we'll probably do an unboxing of retreat swag that we're sending to all our retreat attendees. And you'll see the beautiful pink hats that we have for everybody. But I don't want to spoiler that. That's going to be so fun. Of course, I have bonus tips. We're way over time, but hey, I hope that's okay with everybody. Bonus tip, sunscreen. Check your sunscreen to make sure it's not expired, that you're not allergic to it. Put it in a Ziploc bag and toss it in the suitcase. Bonus tip 2, connect with the other people who are already part of your retreat and get to know them, because these are going to be your best friends on the boat. And bonus tip number 3, don't wait till the last minute to do the things that you need to do. Do you need a house sitter? Do you need a pet sitter? What are the things that you need to make sure that when you're on the boat, you're not worrying about things? Get that done now. Bonus tip number 4, and this is a fun one, get a tip jar. All our gratuities are included in your retreat package, but it's nice to be able to have small bills when you're going through airports and tipping baggage attendants and things like that. So every day, I did this once, and I swear to you, by the time we got to retreat, I had like $1,000. Get your pocketbook every day and just take out the small bills and put them in a jar. And by the time we get to retreat, you'll have small bills to do the things that you need to do while you're traveling. And then the most important bonus tip is have fun. Make it fun. Over the next month, whenever you think of your upcoming retreat, just smile and think of the ocean. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be really, really great. What do you guys think of my tips?
I love them.
Great.
Yeah.
I think they're awesome. I wanted to add real quick, Davia, I know we're running late on time, but I think what makes this particular retreat different than a lot of retreats is the community that's formed ahead of time. So a lot of people don't know the behind the scenes of what's happening for this upcoming retreat, but Davia actually takes the time to create a Facebook chat for everyone that's going to be in the retreat. So you're really building that friendship, you're building that connection, you're building it before you hit the boat. So we've talked about connection and community on the retreat, but what I enjoy most about Davia's community and what she does is she makes sure it's set up ahead of time. So I've been on several retreats, and not a lot of retreat leaders take the time to actually create a chat for everyone in the group so they can talk, oh, did you get this? Don't forget that. And I love everyone just supporting each other in the chat. If someone can't find something, someone else jumps in. So that community is really being set up ahead of the ship. And I just wanted to mention it because I feel like people don't necessarily know what's going on behind the scenes, but I see it and I'm experiencing it. So I want to let people know that this community is already set up for you before you even hit the ship. So it's not just the meetings that they have ahead of the retreat, but a whole entire chat and community that you can connect with the ladies ahead of time. So I just wanted to highlight that and mention that. So I love the tips that you're giving everyone, Davia.
Thank you, Nadine. That is so kind of you to say, because, I just do things because they feel like that's the right thing to do. But to know that people are finding value in that is really, really meaningful to me. And you're right. Like somebody posted a question about the app, and I don't know, I think I was at soccer with kids, so I didn't even have a chance to answer. Before I could even respond, somebody else was like, okay, this is how you do it. You log in this way, and posted pictures and everything. I was like, oh, well, excuse me. You guys are on the ball. You guys are on top of it. This is great. And that's that says something too, I think, about our Ladies Power Lunch group as a whole. It's just a wonderful community. And shameless plug, I cannot say it enough. If you are watching along with us today and you're not already a member of Ladies Power Lunch, then it's 100% free. As long as you're a woman in business and you feel like supporting each other is the right thing to do, then come on over, growsmarternotharder.com/Facebook and come join us. All right, so final words, folks. We're going to wrap this one up and call it a day. But Gail, any final words about our amazing announcement today that we are leaning into doing things completely differently, that we are going to be offering these retreat options twice a year with our Bahamas retreat coming up in the spring and fall, and then Mexico in the spring of 2025, Alaska in the fall of 2025. Any final words about that, Gail?
Exciting. Just excitement. Excitement for adventure and growth and more connections. And that's what life's all about. Heart, souls, just supporting each other and having fun and enjoying something that is totally out of the realm of the ordinary. It's taking care of yourself on a whole other level. It's amazing.
Beautiful. And how about you, Jen? As far as this exciting opportunity goes, what do you think folks are going to be able to get out of it?
Yeah, so what just came to me as Gail was speaking is get out of your box and onto the sea, right? Really step outside of your comfort and your uncomfortableness, really. It's never comfort that we're stepping out of, right? And actually step into the comfort. So yeah, that's step outside of your box and into the sea. That's where I'm at.
And Nadine, any final words about the beauty that's coming into all our lives as a result of these Live Your Optimal Life retreats?
Well, first of all, I'm going to add excited also. I think that's the appropriate word of the hour. I'm super excited for all the retreats coming up. And I think what's really been in my spirit lately is looking forward. And I think knowing that these crews are coming up, it gives us something to look forward to, right? The fall retreat, the spring 2025 retreat, the fall 2025 retreat. So let's all look forward to these retreats and what's going to happen and the transformation and the up leveling and all the good things that comes from retreating with such an amazing group of women. So I think looking forward is the word or phrase that comes up to mind for me when it comes to this super great announcement of being booked through fall 2025 with Ladies Power Lunch retreats. I'm excited.
Yeah. This for me is a dream come true. Jen is a Jamaica baby. I'm a water baby. It doesn't matter. Being on the water feels absolutely right to me. There's a TV show that my kids like to watch, the Last Airbender Avatar, and I feel like maybe I'm a water bender. There's something about water that just changes my life and changes my spirit. So I'm beyond excited. You have no idea how excited I am. I want to take a moment to say hi to all the folks who are watching along with us live on Win Women TV. I want to say hi to everybody who's watching with us in Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group. Thank you so much for tuning in to hear our announcement about our spring 2024 retreat being full, but inviting you to not at all worry, because our fall retreat is open. Yes, it's 25% full, but there's still 75% that could be you. So do hold your space there at growsmarternotharder.com/retreat and get ready, because as soon as we're full on fall, we'll open up spring of 2025 and fall of 2025. And our destinations are Mexico and Alaska. So lots of fun stuff coming your way. Thank you so much, ladies, for taking time to hang out with us today. Thank you so much, Gail, for being such a great retreat partner. Thanks, Jen, for being behind the scenes and doing all the things. Thanks, Nadine, for your guidance and support when it comes to everything to do with marketing on this one, because God knows we should all stay in our lanes, right? And I'm great at hosting retreats on cruises, not so great when it comes to that marketing piece. So there is that. Thank you so much, everyone. And I look forward to having more conversation about what this means for everybody in our group. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see y'all on the next show. Y'all take care now.